episode of TED Culture. Very exciting weekend we just had. We had Christmas. I don't know if you've heard we got Christmas. I got some pretty good things, I got a few books, knowledge, getting that knowledge. I'm getting schooled, getting schooled. Um, always trying to learn, picking up anything I can find, So books, yeah, read some books. Oh, you're a nerd, bro. You read books, you're a nerd. Pfft, yeah, I may be a nerd, but I got knowledge. Okay, I got, I know something that you don't. Okay, so, yeah, but even then, I would say, I'm not the smartest person that I know. I never got the best grades in school. Well, I didn't do too bad, I never failed a class or anything, but some classes I was on the brink, AP or not, I was on the brink of some classes. And but I'm not the worst. I'll read a book, And schools, that's an interesting thing too. Just because you do bad with grades doesn't mean you're dumb, you know? Just because you're good with grades doesn't mean you're smart. There's people I've met that they know nothing, but they study, they work hard so they get good grades, and then they cheat the system. When you see the opposite, you have the people who are just natural born geniuses, they'll take an IQ test and get like a million, and then, but they won't do their work, so their grades are going to be bad, and therefore, it's a different kind of thing. So it's just like, what is the judge of character? You know, what is the judge of character? But different strokes for different folks, I guess. If you're there's something out there for everyone. So if you're one of those dumb overachievers, you know, you'll have a purpose. You'll have a spot. You know, and if you're one of those lazy intellects, lazy geniuses, there's a purpose for you out there. There's a role that you fit in. And I guess, what can you do? But here I am, reading books, average intellect. I don't even know. I've never taken an IQ test or anything. Average intellect. I'm out there. I'm out there trying to get some knowledge. That's all. It's the thought that counts. Just just me saying that I want to be more knowledgeable helps. It's another step. It's another step in the right direction. What else did I get for Christmas? I got what did I get? I got, let's see, I got a hard drive for my to put the podcast on to make it a little easier, to make things go smoother. I know we've had technical issues in the past. Um, this episode may probably will have some technical issues, but we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to learn. We're always trying to learn. I got this. This is cool. Hold on. Let me show you something. Bam. Oh, bam. Whoa. When did the cool kid get in the room? What the heck? Here, let's see if I can. Oh, it's brighter now. Look at that. Look, you can change colors. Wow. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. What color are we going for today? That's green. A nice blue. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, maybe a yellow. That's a little weird. A pink? Pinkish purple? What's this? Oh, yeah. All right, let's stick with this. Purple kind of mood. Yeah, I mean, Christmas, you get some cool things. Or maybe not. Maybe you're not religious. Even if you're not religious, most people still celebrate the holiday. They always say like, oh, the real reason behind Christmas, it's Jesus' birth. Christians, it's Jesus' birth. Jesus was born on Christmas. I'm pretty sure though, they're like, oh, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas. He was born a few days before. It's like a 4th of July kind of thing where it's just like, oh, the treaty wasn't signed July 4th. It was July 2nd or something. I don't know. I don't actually know the date. Don't check me on that. Or you can check it yourself. Actually, that would be good. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Jesus' birth, which is it's surprising that Jesus was born on Christmas, in such a season, in such a season. You know, I mean, I guess he can't really pick and choose. Well, maybe he could have. I don't know. It's God. You know, you can't. But it's like everyone gets seasonal depression this time of year, so it's kind of ironic. You know, our Savior is born in such a time. You know, the a large amount of deaths are right. The highest suicide rates are always around Christmas time, after Christmas time. Sorry, um, which is, it's sad. It's sad. Jesus' birth. But that's too bad. It's too bad. We always got to keep looking ahead. Think of something positive. Get a hobby. Get something. Watch your favorite video. Get with the family. Get with your friends. If you have a significant other, get with them, Be happy this time of the year. Because just because Christmas is over doesn't mean New Year's going to start. Doesn't mean we have Valentine's Day coming up. Uh, I have my birthday in January, actually, that I'm kind of excited for, but I'm pretty humble about it. I don't ask people to celebrate it. It's just like it's a thing for me. I like I like the progress. On Twitter, I always like the yearly progress stuff, and I always retweet the 100% because I like the progress. I think that it shows me that I'm getting older and that I'm getting closer to my goal of being independent. Graduating, having a job, having my own apartment, eventually having a house. And I think that's what I like about it, is that progress. Gifts are nice, money's great, but the progress is truly that's what keeps me going. One day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah, and I think another thing is, I just got this job selling Cutco knives at Vector Marketing. I'm currently in my training. Yeah, and it's going pretty good. I'd say it's going pretty good. So if you're out there, if your parents are considering, maybe even not considering, maybe if they're just like, oh, we'll give this kid a shot, I will present to your parents a Cutco presentation. It'll take 30 minutes. Please hit me up on Instagram, on anything where you can find me. Hit me up, um, and I'll present to your parents or your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. I'll present to anybody over the age of 30. And because I'll get paid for it regardless of if they buy anything or not. It would be nice if they bought something because I do get some sort of commissions, but I do get paid for um, presenting. So if you got someone out there who's maybe interested, and I can give you deals. I give you some mean deals. Um, yeah, so if you're interested, hit me up. If your parents are interested, anyone over the age of 30, if you know them, if you barely know them, I'll give them a call. I'll give them a call. But yeah, today we've got a fantastic episode. Joseph Thomas, you guys have have no idea what you're in for. This is my best friend. Great dude, fantastic dude, makes lovely conversations. Whenever I give him a call, it always goes over an hour, always. And so I think today you're really gonna like him. He's a good character. He's a good talker. He's down to earth. He's just a good Samaritan. A great Christian man. Um, Joseph Thomas, everyone. So yeah, so I hope you learn a thing or two from this episode, and I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you will have a happy New Year. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Enjoy this episode. Peace. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Ted Culture. Here with me, I have my best friend, my go-to man. If I need any advice.
Uh-huh.
What else? What am I missing?
Um,
Sex icon.
yeah,
What else?
the one and only
The one and only.
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas. No one else has that name.
Probably a lot of people will like.
But this is the one and only
From Milford, Mass.
Indian.
No, there's more.
You've met another one?
No, I just look it up online.
Oh,
Like, if you look up Joe Thomas online,
Joe
you'll
Thomas?
find more.
A lot of Indian guys named Joe Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, I mean, now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christmas was recent. What'd you get? What are you excited about that you got?
I got a longboard. I'm trying to. Well, I haven't gotten it yet. It's still in the mail, but like
It's coming in.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready to start that after the snow. I mean, not snow, but like once it gets warmer and stuff.
Right. When this.
I don't know. I'm trying to get into a lot more hobbies.
Yeah.
Like got a ukulele. Hopefully, I can.
Yes.
Get into that. I'm kind of like overall. I think I'm like a boring person. Like not like. I think I have like a.
No.
I mean.
No.
I mean boring. Like, I can have okay conversations with people, and I can like talk.
But you can't. Yeah, but you don't have like a passion or a goal or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
yeah.
I have a lot of
like a hobby.
Yeah. My conversation skills are okay. Conversational skills are okay. Like I have a unique outlook on life, but like.
Is this good?
No, yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
No, but
you have one strand of hair actually coming.
Oh, wait. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. I mean, before I started this podcast, I think all throughout high school, I barely had a hobby. I mean, I was in the band. I did newspaper club and whatnot, but it wasn't like I didn't dedicate everything to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take time out of my day to practice saxophone. I wouldn't. In newspaper club, I didn't do anything until senior year, and I was in there since sophomore year.
But even throughout high school, like us noticing that, like I didn't notice until now. I was like, I like sat one day and I'm like, shit. I actually like if you told me to like do something, like what do I do in my spare time? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't give an answer. Like video games, I can't really like count that as like a hobby, and I don't even use it that much. Like I post on YouTube.
There's gamers so much better than me.
They can count that as a hobby, but I like.
Yeah, all I do is just watch people on YouTube play games.
And more or less,
I don't have money.
Yeah, more or less that could be like a boring hobby, or like everyone has a hobby. Like there's nothing about me that was unique.
Yeah. There's nothing about you that's screaming. I'm making something all on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean
that's not it. You said it yourself. It's not unique. I'm making this podcast. It's completely. There's not going to be another podcast like this
coming out of Milford as popular as this one. You're saying it right now. Like this is the.
Well, you said it. This is
the most popular podcast coming out of Milford.
Yeah, who am I competing with? Myself from high school. I already beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my little Hawk Talk. Go check it out. The Scarlet newspaper.
You should start like
Milford
dissing
High School.
them.
I still have 2 episodes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Walsh, Mr. Vanderkow. They're good. You're on it.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you're on like a little.
What I talk about? It was like really stupid.
It was like, I think was it about Christmas?
Oh wait, it might
could have been about
Christmas.
Christmas.
The same time like last year.
Wow.
Before, yeah.
1 year ago.
Yeah.
Dang, and you're here.
Yeah.
Well, Christmas is past, which is too bad.
And throughout that entire time, it was mostly quarantine, like mostly COVID.
What do you mean?
Like from February
last year?
Yeah, like I think the majority of that time. Like
from
since
March.
COVID started,
I mean March.
It was like,
Yeah, March on.
Which is like what, like 8, 9 months, something like that.
Yeah, what are we at? 9 months now? Dude, there's
9
babies.
months, yeah.
There are babies that were conceived in COVID.
Started in. I mean, they could be or what's it called when they're premature babies? There's probably a lot of those.
Oh yeah.
But like, but like actually, now there's actually like real like. Fully developed. But nothing.
Yeah, incubated throughout quarantine. There's pregnant ladies getting the COVID treatment, which is I don't know if that's good for them.
The baby?
I don't know if it's good for them because I don't think like there's been some where like they've reported that they weren't pregnant and they got it and they didn't find out that they were pregnant until after, and I think that they go under like a certain care regimen, but. I mean, who knows? You can't take it back, right?
Yeah.
It's a 2-dose vaccine, so maybe they got the first dose and will just, once they just.
Are they priorities right now?
Pregnant people? I don't know. Can they even take the vaccine?
No, I don't even know. I feel like
I don't know,
I
dude.
mean,
Look it up.
I'm not nervous in vaccine, but I just don't know anything about it.
I'm nervous about it
Why? If it
because
passes
it's
FDA, I feel like it's like chilling. It's like
it's chilling for now. For now, I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna see. Obviously, I'm gonna see how people who've gone. My aunt has it. A
Has
few of my friends have the vaccine.
have the
Right?
vaccine
Yeah, they take
already?
it. Yeah,
How?
they're either nurses or they have like they're in the military. They're going into the military or
Oh,
something.
military's priority too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like these at-risk people too, and
Do you have some like fucked like side effects you won't find out about until like months
exactly.
down
Yeah,
the
that's
line?
what I kind of
Like turn
I'm
into
worried
like a
about.
werewolf or something.
Turn into a
Like
werewolf.
turn into like some like creature.
Yeah, a craved freaking beast
Like this could be the start
on
of
a
like an
full moon.
apocalypse. But like
That's what everyone thought, right?
yeah, I don't think it's possible. I don't
An
I don't know if
apocalypse?
the I don't well the COVID vaccine becoming an apocalypse and the
Oh
apocalypse
yeah,
itself. I don't
yeah.
even know if the apocalypse could even like happen.
Happen? I don't know. It might from how we see like countries like dealing with this. I'm thinking like, oh, if a zombie apocalypse is gonna happen, are we gonna survive? You know, people inside are just gonna be like, oh, it's not the zombie apocalypse. That's nothing. I'm still gonna go out and get bread, and then they get bitten, and then they spread it to their family. It's
Oh,
the
it's
same
like
thing, dude.
yeah.
This is yeah,
What's more visible? You can see someone that has
like a
COVID.
zombie.
Yeah, like but like right now, COVID, anyone could have it.
Anyone could have. That's true, and you don't notice signs immediately.
Yeah.
It could be the same. I mean, zombies, bro. Look into it.
I was
Think
never
about it.
into
Think about
zombies
it.
like that. I never
I was
like
never
got.
into zombies.
I never
that
like.
much,
I know a
but
lot of people who like. I don't know. Zombies,
hardcore
like,
zombie
yeah,
fans,
fanatic.
fanatic.
Like I just don't.
Yeah,
Get
they
that.
have like a bunker or something.
No, no.
just in
Oh,
case.
actually, I've heard people have that, but like I couldn't. I just don't think it's like. Bunkers are like good for like other reasons, like a nuclear bomb.
Nuclear, yeah.
But I don't think bunkers could help you from the. I don't think you
From a
survive.
nuke, I don't know.
Definitely not. It's a fucking nuke.
Yeah, but why else would they? Yeah, but if it's how many feet under the ground? You know
Oh,
what I
actually,
mean?
yeah. But then you go. It's like you know when like.
I don't know.
What time was this nuclear war? Like in America, like they had commercials like telling kids like, "Oh, just go hide."
Oh, hide under the
the
the turtle or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it's
yeah,
just
the
not gonna
turtle.
work.
Just like hide, yeah.
Like
hide
if you're
under the desk.
outside, just go on the ground and
It's
just
it's
say,
like something I respect it though because it's something. It's something to like keep down the panic of nukes because that was the whole thing. It was a war of terror.
yeah, they're not gonna tell
And
you,
so-
but like,
Just be like, oh, hide under the tables, you'll be fine.
yeah, more just
No one
to
nuked us
feel
anyway.
safe.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So Christmas, that just came around.
Yeah.
You got a longboard.
Yeah, I'm
You're
trying.
trying out new hobbies.
Yeah, ukulele. I'm
Ukulele.
about to get a ukulele. I'm trying to get into music.
Yeah, that's good, dude. That's
Yeah.
great, dude. Music is. It's something. I think it's something that everybody needs. Well, in any kind of matter, make beats, practice some songs.
Yeah,
get a
definitely
piano,
getting your creativity
get a
going.
guitar. Yeah. Just
Like putting your time towards something for sure.
and then when you play music, like you'll realize like there's something in you that's just like I'm doing this. I'm making
Yeah.
something so beautiful
Mm-hmm.
right now. It's happening. I'm playing the piano. I'm trying to learn the piano. I talked about it on the last podcast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn it and I'm learning these songs. I always thought it was like insane. Piano's gonna be it's so difficult. It's impossible. But it's like little by little. I inch my way. I learn a couple songs and then. I watch YouTube videos with tutorials, and it's not, and I like it, I'm getting the hang of it too, so it's nice.
I feel like a lot of people aren't like as like motivated to start something like music because they feel like they don't have the passion for it or like the
Yeah.
drive. Like
Yeah.
I personally didn't think.
Or
I had
the
music.
discipline. People
Yeah,
think, oh,
it's, like, hard to do.
you're trying to learn piano, you're trying to learn guitar. They think, oh, the discipline to do that, it'd be like I'd have to practice hours every day.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not really the case. You can practice like 30 minutes, not even. You can practice like 10 minutes a day.
It's
you
just
eventually
making a
learn it.
routine.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
have like.
And it's like you'd want to. If you're really passionate about learning, like when I tried learning the piano, I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn it. I picked it up and, I didn't play it I played it a lot in the beginning. I haven't played it for a couple months. But then I was like, okay, I want to learn a song.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel good, just sitting down, practicing the chords that I want, and I just play those for like 10 minutes Every single day, I play the same exact thing, and then I get good at that, and then I learn another part of the song, 10 minutes every day.
Do you think you need to have that
That's
initial
good.
like love for music to have any like future in it? Not even future like career, but like
I
future
think
like
so.
love for
I
it.
I do kind of think so because even like the simplest instruments, like say you want to learn the drums, like you think, oh, the drums are easy. You just you bang
Yeah,
different places. It's just you want once you have that initial, you just need that one little burst of okay, I'm gonna do this. Like
yeah,
you pick up the drum, you're like, okay, I'm gonna learn this one part, and then you learn the one part, and then you're like, okay, and then throughout, and then you kind of realize you have that mindset like, oh, I can learn other things too. You know what I mean? If I learn
yeah.
this, eventually, I can learn that.
Like I have a
If I
lot
put
of
my
friends
mind to
that
it.
were like that play guitar and stuff, but I
Mm.
never like. I mean, I played like trumpet in the past, but other than that, I never had any experience with music, and I was like, damn, it looks like just like seeing their motivation and their drive for
Yeah,
it, it would like interest me, but I knew I couldn't put that towards anything.
yeah.
Ukulele just seemed like the easiest thing.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the easiest thing.
Definitely
Ukulele.
cheapest for sure.
It's cheap.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's the cheapest.
$30 for like
You
a
get a triangle.
yeah. But triangles you can do like I don't even. You think there's people out there that like master the
Yeah,
triangle
there's
and they're
gotta
like
be. There's gotta be. That master the cowbell too. Yeah, without a
you probably do
tambourine. There's professional tambourine people.
this, but we can't put that in the
I'll bleep that
yeah.
out.
Mrs. Bleep.
Dude, the tambourine guitar, she's got it all.
No, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. There's professional shoot, what is that? All the country bands, the classic rocks, they always had tambouriners. Come on, just
It just adds
and
something.
it definitely adds to the
Yeah.
song without a doubt, without a doubt. Um, but yeah, picking up a hobby is fantastic.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta say,
also
it is
like
great. And having like a passion, just like a drive to have something.
I'm trying
Plus,
to
if
put
it
it
was
towards it.
guitar, your friends probably
That is true.
wanted either to look cool
Yeah.
or to get some poonanny.
Punani. You think there's a lot of girls
They're
that
trying
like
to, yeah, dude. There's got to be a lot of girls that, Cedric heard me playing the piano the other day, and he's like, dude, you can seduce a woman with that. And I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm that good.
you think Cedric can with his raps?
No, he does.
Or you think he serenades girl? He's like cinnamon, cinnamon.
Yeah.
He's just like rapping fast and he's just like
Yeah.
all right, but motivation, yeah. I'm trying to put that towards. I'm trying video editing too. I got this free software
Yes. Yeah.
that's like just it's really like it's in depth.
Which
I
one?
can definitely. It's called DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, not
Nice.
very well known, but I know a lot of people switch from like
I use
the Apple version.
Wondershare Filmora.
Yeah, even
Also
more
not
not well known.
But yeah, continue. DaVinci Resolve.
No, I'm just trying to. I don't know. I have all this like motivation to do something, but I haven't found that something. Like lately, like all through quarantine, like up until like a month ago, I had no drive at all.
Yeah.
Like it was a really tough time. Like I had like just being stuck in your room. Like I came out of February being like pretty like just like a lack of like interest in everything. Like
Yeah.
got out of like a breakup. Like just like everything's been downhill.
Right.
And then
right.
quarantine hit, and I'm just like in my room all the time, and I'm just like shit.
Yeah, it's something. It's nice to think about yourself.
Yeah.
Do something independent. Think about yourself. for a
Especially
little bit.
like I think I gained more like independence because I felt like before I was more dependent on like going to all these hangouts, like seeing all these people. I think it was good and bad. I had a lot of free time to myself.
Yeah.
I definitely became more of myself over quarantine, I think.
Definitely. In high school, it's just like, especially we graduated right as quarantine hit, so it's definitely different. But I would say in high school, it's always like, oh, I'm gonna find myself. Who am I? And I never felt that throughout high school. People would label me like, I was class president.
Yeah.
People would be like, oh, he's the class president. He's gonna go and be a politician when he's older. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
That's just not how it works.
And then I was like a musician. I played saxophone. I played other things, and it's just like they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's just gonna be a musician," And I don't want to be the next Bill Clinton. You know what I mean? So it's just like, so I don't want to do that. And I make this, and I'm like, I think I found something that I really am passionate about. That really, I would be happy if it defined me.
It's just hard in high school, I think, to like find your real passion. I feel like
Yeah.
like most people watching this or most people in general like
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I
in high
think if
school.
you're listening to this and you're unsure about who you are, I would take the quarantine was if the quarantine didn't do it for you, because that was a huge chunk where you can just like find yourself. I would go on
Yeah.
a retreat if I were you. I would go on a retreat, go to somewhere, where you can get in touch with yourself. You know, just find out like and try a bunch of things too.
Yeah, honestly,
I would say
my
try a bunch of things too. Like try music, and if try different instruments. If one thing's not cutting, like guitar might not cut it out for you, so try piano, try drums, try, so try making beats online. I would say I would try different sports.
100%.
Maybe different sports.
That's like my
Because you
only
do have to
regret.
stay healthy. Play ball. Play some basketball. Play some baseball. Play. Go outside, walk your dog. Maybe
Yeah.
that's a hobby that you like to do. But just something. I think knowledge is the best thing. If you want to go and you want to learn something, is the best thing to help you find out who you are and what you like are in tune with. You have all of the girls with the girls and boys with the hydro flask, care about the environment and everything. They
Oh
found
yeah.
their calling because they found something and are interested in learning about saving the turtles, about
Yeah,
about
it's just the
everything.
most unexpected things. Like you can't know what you're gonna do unless you try it. Like
Yes.
I'm out here not knowing what the fuck I want to do. I'm trying to like I didn't think like a year ago I'd want to play like ukulele. Like I didn't think I'd be editing videos or trying to edit videos. I'm not
Yeah.
like I'm barely there, but like I don't know, just like I just realized there's so much you don't know about the world, and there's so many like little things that could like spark your passion for something.
Yeah.
And like life is just like there's probably people who are like 40 or 50 who still don't even know what they want to do. Like I talked to this guy at the gym and like oh he's from The Bachelorette, the show. Yeah,
You met the
I met
you
the
met a
guy from
bachelor.
Milford. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met the guy. He's from Milford.
What's his name?
Brendan Morais, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so I saw him at the gym. My sister was like, "Oh, take a picture!" Like it's so cool. And then so I went to him, and then like we talked for like not long. It was like 2 or 3 minutes. But like the only thing I mentioned was that how I'm like going to college and I like don't know what I want to do. And he gave me some quick reassurance. He was just like, you just gotta like I'm like over like 10 years older than you, and I still don't know what I want to do. Like
Mm.
life is just kind of like a journey to find. You're
Find
like
who you are.
yeah, like
Your
you don't have
identity.
to know. There's no like
It's a
deadline.
journey to find your identity, almost.
And you don't like. I felt like I was like, okay, senior year. Like when I was like a freshman, I was like, okay, senior year, I'm gonna be this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna look like this. I'm gonna like have interest in this. I'm gonna gain these skills. But like, if you don't feel it coming naturally, it's not like your thing. And even like before quarantine, or even during quarantine, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out this quarantine looking like a fucking like boss. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be doing. I'm gonna come out like this, this, and this.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out with like a six pack and a
Yeah, and like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could have, but also it's like you gotta more think of what makes you like happy and what will help you going forward in life. Like just like kind of working on yourself like every single day, thinking a little bit about your future.
Yeah, doing a little bit of something every day is always the best thing, especially if you want to get better at something. Doing just a little. You don't need that much. Like 15 minutes. Like if you want to run, 15 minutes. Just like a stroll, like even a walk. 15 minutes is when you start. The curve kind of flattens with burning calories and everything. It's just like if you run for 15 minutes, you made it, dude.
And
It's
you
like
have
that's
24
good.
hour you have 24 hours in a day. Let's say 8 of that's
20
like sleeping. So you got 16 hours. Take one of those for the gym. Like let's just say you exercise for like an hour,
an hour.
like which is like
But then
recommended.
you'd have to like shower afterwards. So maybe we'll give it
Just say 2 hours, sure.
2 hours. We'll say 2 hours.
But like
Just the
then you have
benefit of the doubt.
14 yeah, 14 hours right there. 14
Yeah.
hours is a long ass time.
That is the longest time.
Like even if you work like 8
say
hours,
say you have school.
yeah.
Okay,
Let's
that's
just cut out 8 hours. Like you still have 6 hours. That's a lot of
still
time.
6 hours.
It's like people use that time for like YouTube, like swiping through Instagram, like shit like that.
yeah.
Like put your like mind to something. Like I don't know.
Literally anything. Just try
like,
something.
yeah, like you have so like 24 hours is a long ass time.
Once you find your identity, once you find something that you are passionate about and you actually are proud to say is your hobby, I think it's probably the best thing you can feel like ever, dude. Because you just feel this assurance like, oh, I'm not worried about this because I'm worried about myself and I'm worried about what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like people
I
just
think
gotta
it's great.
yeah, you just gotta put more time into yourself. start like growing.
Definitely, you gotta, dude.
Oh, you
People
don't
say people. There's a war on simps, bro.
Sims.
Simps, simps,
Okay,
and
keep going.
it's just like, sure, young men, young women, I get it, okay, but at the same time, you gotta look at yourself. You gotta think about number one. Looking out for number one all the time.
Feel like you're like the champ.
Feel like you're the champ. You are the most important thing in your life.
100%. You should
Yeah,
never put someone above like your own happiness.
that's true. That is true.
Like once it takes like a toll on yourself and like
Say it again. Say it again. Look at the camera and say it again.
I don't know, just put some focus into yourself.
Yeah.
Like you can't like
Never sacrifice your own happiness for someone else.
it's a good thing people like
Yeah.
people will like you if you put them above you, but like
Unless you have kids. That's a different situation, and I can't
Yeah,
really
don't-
talk. I
don't
can't
put
really
yourself
talk about
above
that.
kids, but I don't know how the fuck it
Yeah,
would be.
but
to have children.
also, I want to say is look out for yourself, but also be mindful of other people's feelings.
Definitely spread
Like,
your
don't.
love.
Yeah, like say
Spread
you're in a
some love.
relationship and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do what makes me feel happy, and you
That's
cheat,
like a dick-
you cheat on someone.
That's like a dick move. Like
That's
you
a
don't,
dick move. You got to consider other people's feelings. So within certain limits,
Yeah.
think of yourself first.
Like if you're
Always.
like if you're not ready for a relationship, or if you're single, and you don't have yourself set, don't you like work on yourself. Like do things that will make you happy. Like
Yeah,
your entire life, you only have yourself. You won't have every single friend you make, every
That's
single
true.
person in your life.
that's true.
Like people come and go. People can be fake, but like you're real to yourself.
Yes. Yeah. So Joe, I know the vaccine is out, and we got some light at the end of the tunnel. We really do.
It's coming sooner than rather than
It's
later. I'm happy.
sooner rather than later. Yeah, they say that early summer is when it's released to the public, but a lot of people are getting it already.
Yeah.
A lot of medical professionals, army, a bunch. But yeah, it seems like quarantine is winding down. So how's your quarantine been?
To be honest, it wasn't good. I mean, more or less, it was good and bad. Like I
Right,
said earlier,
right.
it started off really like shitty.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Consistently was shitty. Like I just kept more to myself.
I was so relieved when it happened
How?
because I was so all the work in high school. I was like fed up. By the
Really?
end of it, senior year, dude, at the end when you're just like, oh, AP exams are coming up, finals are, I was just like, I can't deal with any of this. I have too much work on my hands. I have to think about college. I have to, I have to work at my job. I have to, sports and everything. It was just too much. Senior year, way too much. Um, but yeah, so when COVID hit, I was like, oh, finally I can take a break. I was a little depressed for like the first like 2 days, first like weekend I'd
Yeah.
say, right when we got released from the school, and they were like, "Oh, you're not coming to school tomorrow," and I'm like, "Okay," because we had like I was in the theater, but I wasn't a performer. I was in the pit in the orchestra,
Yeah.
so it was a performer, but it was like it was an instrument. And so I was excited for the performance. It was that weekend. They tell us the day before. They're like, "Oh, you can't. We can't have it. There's COVID." And so I was upset, but then I was also relieved. I was like, oh, "No school. Okay, I don't have to do work."
No, yeah.
And then I just So there's that. But then I got upset with the work they were giving to us during COVID
So
because it was
stupid.
like
It was just like busy work. Like
yeah, it
I
was
wasn't
stupid.
learning anything.
and like the labs that I got for my science
Did we do
classes
finals?
was just like yeah.
I don't think we did.
Some classes had
Yeah.
it's like my English class was just like, oh, you just have to write a final essay, Just
Yeah.
an essay for the last subject. Some classes didn't, some classes did, but yeah, I mean, I was kind of fed up with that. And then once the summer hit, I was like, okay, it's still alright. I see my friends every now and then, but I try, and we're safe, but I don't think too much of it.
I couldn't.
I mean,
like,
all summers, like, I pretty much stay inside and play video games every
Yeah.
day anyway, but
I couldn't
and
even
work.
think about like. I couldn't even feel relieved about school because like every day I do the same thing over and over again, and it just became like insanity. Like just like me going on my phone on Instagram or like TikTok like hours a day, seeing the same
Yeah.
shit, seeing the same people.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
just like became like this
it's a
like
bad habit.
it was like it's like legitimately like TikTok and like Instagram made me more like insecure, and
Yeah.
that was probably part of my like somewhat like depression like during quarantine. Like it was just me like seeing all the stuff, like seeing all these people like I feel like social media is just like such like a fake like life.
Yeah.
People portraying their lives in such
Dude,
like a
I
false
totally get
way.
it's just like I see people posting these pictures and I'm like, that's not you. It's like that's not you, but then also it's just like why are you posting this much and ranting about how shitty your life is on some for some people? And
Yeah,
it's just like I don't hear the way I view like Instagram, the way I view Instagram is like a photo album. It's just for me. Like I
yeah,
still follow other people and I like their thing, but that's politics.
yeah,
But for me, I post something. I post a fire pic in Boston when I took take a Boston trip. When I took pictures when I was in France. I took pictures when
yeah.
I was in Chicago. When I was in DC. When it's my birthday. I'll post something. And it's just like these things that it's just I want to remember, and it'll be saved to the cloud and everything. I have the podcast Instagram. That's for giving tips. It's just like the purpose has to be pure, has to be positive.
For sure.
Because if you go in, you see these rants, you see these, you see people partying, you get jealous. You see people, taking a trip, and you're like, oh, I wish I was there. But then, then it turns a little negative. But
I just
you know,
like took so much of it in, it just became my life, and like
yeah,
for me, it was hard to like once you see it for so long, you can't see if it's fake right away. It just looks like someone's like real life. So I'm thinking like shit, like all these people are living life like so much better than me. Like these people like are like they're like yeah. So social media, like I just kind of I would see these people every day, like all these people that were like looked better than me, like acted like cooler than me, like all this shit, and I was like shit. I'm like far behind all these people. I'm below these people. Like I developed all these insecurities, which like are so like it's just how insecurities like they're like things you like pinpoint, like little things about yourself that you just don't like, and you
yeah,
make it this huge thing,
yes,
and it
yeah.
starts like
It's like you think you're below everyone just because of this one thing, and I think that's huge. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, especially in high school. Like all that drama with like you think you're insecure, but everyone else is broken.
everyone got their shit. It's just how you
Yeah,
portray it. Like all of life, everything in life is just how you perceive things.
yeah,
Like an insecurity versus like you being confident versus you being insecure, nothing's changed except for your perception of your like insecurity. Like you're still the same person you are. It's just how you like look at that. Like
yeah.
look at people like freaking like Kevin Hart. Like he's 5'4". He's like short as
Yes, dude.
hell, but he like
He's hilarious.
he
He's
created the
hilarious.
life he wanted
He's got
to.
that confidence.
Yeah,
Yes,
like all these people saying like,
dude.
"Dang, I'm too
Confident.
short." Like it's like
It's just be confident, accept yourself, and the only thing that can change it is by being more confident. You see the people, in high school that you think are perfect. You know what I mean? You see people in the world. You're just like an Instagram model or something. You're like, oh my god, they're so perfect. You know, but it's just because it's just their confidence.
it's just how
They
you
have their
portray
own
yourself
issues.
for
They have
sure.
their own, everything, and it's just the confidence that just be like, oh, I am. I accept myself and I love myself. That's kind of
Yeah,
it.
it's just how you like look at it. Like you can look at it as like a half cup full, a cup half full,
Yeah,
or half empty.
half empty.
Like
Yeah,
you're like you're dealt the cards you're born with. Like you can't change like things about yourself. You can't change how you look. Well, you can to some extent, but like you can't like surgery, I guess. But you can't change your height. You can't change your like
yeah, but even
smell.
that, even like surgery is like an imperfection in
It's just
itself.
like you have to be somewhat like mentally like unstable to like want to get like a plastic surgery to like change your like look and like change your
Well, I think there's like medical reasons why some people do it. Like, I don't know.
no for sure, but like a lot of people, I not a lot, I don't know statistics, but like some people are like so like insecure they think like the only thing that'll make them happy is changing this thing about them, which isn't really bad. Like you can do whatever you want, like your
Yeah,
life is yours, but like it just becomes this like obsession. Like it's not even like that deep in reality. It's just kind of this thing you pin. I don't know. It's just like, and I feel like social media is like a lot of this because you see these like people being like, oh, you gotta be A, B, and C, and if you don't hit those criteria, you're not like valid. Like
Yeah.
you gotta like realize like everyone on this earth got issues, and there's so many different types of people on this earth, and like any like you can get your goals just by like your hard work itself, not how you look, not anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just my outlook on it. It's
No,
like
that's great. Yeah, it's not about figure. It's not about like you see me. It's just like I'm not the, I'm not the
very good
most
looking.
athletic.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like you got to be confident in yourself. Like I realized this. Like I was very insecure about my body in high school, so I would join sports and I would do everything, and it just made me even doing the sports. It's just like I knew I wasn't gonna get fit anytime soon. I still would try like insanely hard, but I would look. When you see a fat guy, running or swimming, you're like, it doesn't look the best, but it shows that you're trying.
And also,
And that's where the confidence I kind of got the confidence from. Like now, it's just like I realized like okay, I'm a freshman. You get the freshman 15 weight.
yeah,
It's quarantine. There's not much I can do that I would like to exercise or to diet.
100%.
And everyone's got their own stress and habits, but it's about accepting yourself no matter what. It's like you can be at your healthiest state and still feel the worst, you know?
And your outlook's not gonna change, like based on like
Yeah.
how you look.
Yeah.
Like it's just how you perceive yourself. If you're a safe
It's how
person,
it's how
if
you
think
I
you
think
look
it's how
good,
you carry yourself.
100%.
It's how you carry yourself. If you see someone and they're like super insecure, I don't want to say it's unattractive, it's unappealing.
Yeah.
It's like don't put yourself down like that. You know what I mean? Lift yourself up. The biggest advice is to invest in yourself and to believe in yourself. I'm taking knife salesman training right now. And they say believe in the product. And I'm sure many salesmen have this. Believe in the product you're selling. And if you're selling yourself to other people, say you're going for a relationship, I'm selling my personality, I'm selling myself to the other person, but in order to do that, I gotta believe in myself,
Like it's like
and I have to have that confidence.
it's like faking it till you make it. Like that works, but only to some extent. Like it's kind of some bullshit. If you like faking it, that means you don't think you're like, you don't believe in yourself.
Right, and it's not even yourself.
Yeah.
If you're faking, it's not even yourself.
It's like this persona you're trying to like give off, which is
Yeah.
like kind of like you gotta own yourself. You gotta kind of, I don't
Yeah.
know. You just gotta own what you're giving off, and you'll eventually like, everything will be better. Like I'm starting to like, cause I was feeling really good before quarantine, and then I took like 10 steps back. Like, it was like night and day difference. Like ninth grade, like okay, so ninth grade, I feel like I was at my worst, and then I slowly gained my confidence up until like junior senior year, and then quarantine just brought me back to like ninth grade. I was like, this is actually the worst I felt in my life, and then just like developing habits, like picking up hobbies, like just like getting back into that routine.
Yeah.
Like all it is just trying new things. Like once you get back
I
into
think
that mindset, it's quicker.
boredom is just it kills. It kills. Like if you sit around and do nothing and you wake up and you're in your room like the entire day, you might go down to get food and you'll come back up, but you're in quarantine, so you're just sitting. You're in your house, 24/7 for however many months. It's gonna take an impact. It is going to take an impact. So, but the best thing is to keep your mind occupied.
And not on like social media, like actually things that,
Yeah.
like social media actually like
Ties it back in. Think about yourself.
it just
Have
tears
a hobby.
people
Yeah.
down.
I think this is the best opportunity and excuse to start a hobby and do something for yourself. Like make music. Like start a podcast.
And
like,
everyone got time. Like if you're saying you don't have time, it's just like some bullshit.
and say you don't have the materials, that's a lie. You can do it with anything. I started this podcast, sure I bought mics. I could do this without mics.
You can do it with just a phone.
Yeah, with just a phone. You don't even have a camera. Just go, do an audio only. You know,
like there's so many things
you
can
can't
do.
see. Yeah, you can't see people. Do it online.
It's the hardest
There's
thing,
free
but
software.
just taking that first step will definitely like lead you somewhere far.
Absolutely. Yeah, take that first step, and be confident. So if we want to narrow everything down, be confident. Take that first step. Get a hobby.
Keep yourself occupied.
Keep yourself occupied.
And don't compare yourself to others.
Don't compare yourself to others.
Like you're
That's
living your
great.
own unique life.
Please take that advice, and you will see results.
100%.
Yeah, and your mental state and everything. Invest in yourself.
And life's a journey.
Yeah.
You'll go up and down. Like
Yeah.
that's just how life goes. But you'll eventually like reach wherever you want to, like wherever your hard work takes you.
Right. Right. Yeah. Believe in the product you're selling.
100%. 100.
100.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, even this big thing, like people are very interested in knowledge. Knowledge is the new drug.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I
Like you
like
go on
that.
social media, you're like, I want to absorb all of this knowledge. So if I see someone who hasn't seen, like say, Kanye puts out a tweet, I can go up to people and be like, did you see Kanye's tweet? Oh no, well it's this, and then people are like, damn, he knows everything about Kanye.
Well, you think knowledge is like fact based, or you think it's more like
It's more like intelligence. You would think.
like I mean
You would think it's smart,
like book smart, or is it like intelligence like
yeah, book smart,
like
street
wit,
smart.
like street smart?
You got to think that knowledge is like in the umbrella.
Yeah.
Under knowledge, you have book smart, street smart,
Etc.
different,
Etc.
etc. You have other people like Reddit. I don't
Yeah.
know. But you have book smart. You have the students who are they study, they learn the STEM, they learn they're great at writing, just anything anything you can get from like a like school book. That's book smart. That's the modern term for book smart is you have that. And they're like intelligent. They're really like they can they can change the world.
Yeah.
And then you have street smart. They know all of the lingo in the area. They're a local. They're it's just they know things that in the area that you wouldn't know. Like, oh, you can't go to this street in New York because that's dangerous. But go to this deli because they make the best sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then you have the Reddit smart, which is just like or it doesn't have to be just Reddit, but there's niche. It's more like a niche.
What do you
smart.
think? What do you think?
And it's
carries you
just they're
more?
like they know like these like weird facts of like this niche genre. I'm not gonna say weird facts, but they just have a more niche genre that they know like music. Music.
Yeah.
Like people are knowledgeable about the whole hobby of music and whatnot. What do I think is more useful? What?
Yeah. I feel like it has to be street smart. Like
I would say
like
you
book
have to be
smart.
street
Like
smart.
if someone comes to you and they're strictly book smart, I don't think I'll have a conversation with you. It's really like
Yeah.
It's really like dull.
Yeah, it's
Like
yeah.
Street smart can like lead you to good.
It's like you can live off of street smart.
100%.
Anyone can live off of a street. You can live. Well, you can live off of.
I mean, it's basically if you
Street
get
or
A's
book
in
smart.
if you get A's in all your classes and that's all you care about, or you get like D's and still like.
But
But
the
you
way
have-
around life.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, and I think you'd be more happy with yourself if you were street smart. Maybe not in the beginning. Let's say you were high school, and you're street smart. You might have anxiety about grades or about how certain kids treat you. But you're going to be more knowledgeable later in the life because you know everything around you, and you kind of learn. You learn life. You have that knowledge of okay, I'm going to do this because it's
Yeah.
right. Let's say you go. Let's say you're in a rough area. You know what to do and what not to do. Like you're not gonna say this to people because it'll get them upset, but you're gonna say you're either not gonna talk or say something else. Whereas an intelligence person, like a book smart, would go into a certain area and not know any of the rules, and then
get himself killed.
get themselves killed, offend someone,
Ow. Yeah.
something's gonna happen. And it's just very different. Now, where street smart are they can save the world in other ways too. Like you can say more of a street smart would be.
I think that
know,
shows your creativity more.
less of a thing. There's a saint that he held the door open for I forgot where, but he held the door open and greeted everybody every day in a church. And after he passed, they made him a saint. So it's just a little
Is
thing.
that all he did?
Yeah, all he did was open the door because he didn't have the education. He didn't have the education, so all he would do is go to the church. He would be like, "Hey, can I stay here? I'll open the doors." And he wasn't a priest or anything. All he did was just open doors and greet people. And he said, "Welcome," and hello to everybody. And then later, became a saint.
I feel like that like street smart like book smart thing like you see it in like people like Elon Musk, like Steve Jobs. Like a lot of people that like dropped out, they didn't drop out of high school, but like a lot of people that didn't go to college. A lot of people who did drop out of high school too. like they become these huge figures that
Yeah.
show that like it's not like about what you know, it's about like how you do it, like how much work you put in. Like you don't have to know like every single like U.S. president or all this shit to become successful. It's just like
Right. Right.
people. I don't know. Like school just kind of mixes those two things up, and it doesn't really prepare people for.
For the real world.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, definitely.
and I feel like, I mean, I'm in college right now, but like I know people. I know that like you don't really need college to become somewhat successful.
Right. Yeah. College
It's
is
just like
kind of a
it's like a
little
crutch.
redundant
It's a
too.
little crutch for a lot of
It's
people.
it's for like college.
Expensive crutch.
Right. 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 Some people have this belief that okay, you have to go to college after high school. Obviously, you don't have to. It all depends on
It's
what you
proven
want to
to,
do. You know what I mean? If you want to seek knowledge, book smarts, you want to go and you want to learn something about a certain topic, you go to college and you get that knowledge. But then you want to do a trade. You don't go to college, you go to a trade school. Different knowledge,
yeah.
more practical, not practical. Yeah, it's kind of practical, but more technical, more niche skill.
On record or off record, believing yourself is low key the hardest thing. Like I can give advice to someone, like straight up, like all
Yeah.
out, but it's hard. Like once the time comes for me to like listen to that advice, it's just like hard.
Yeah, taking your own advice is incredibly like okay with the things I've been
Cause I
saying
can
throughout
tell,
the
I can
podcast
tell.
with the things I've been saying.
Yeah,
Am I gonna have those moments when I feel shitty about myself? Obviously, everyone
yeah.
has those days.
But you like the thing is like you know those moments like after it happens, like you look back and you're like shit, I could have done this differently, and then you change it the next time. Like
Yeah,
like life is it's just like a back and forth thing. Like you
Yeah.
just gotta kind of slowly mold yourself into like like it's not like a change like okay, right now I'm gonna do ab workouts every single day. Actually no, fuck, that's a horrible
that's a bad one.
that's a horrible one. But like you're like okay, I will tomorrow I'll be confident as fuck. Like that's not
Yeah.
how it works. Like it's just like you slowly do things like little by little. I heard this thing. I saw it on this video. It's called kaizen. It's this Japanese word, and it means like doing little changes every day, to eventually like reach your goals and shit.
Yeah,
And that's just like kaizen is the perfect word to like live your life. I think it's kaizen.
I think so. Well,
It's
I
like
don't know.
Kaizen, but it's just like
Yeah,
you use that in every single like area of your life, and you'll be straight. You'll be like chilling because life is just about improvements. I feel like people like overlook that. Like I
Yeah.
know, like if I don't want to be the same person like in like a year from how I am today. Like
yeah. I
everyone
do want.
should,
Yeah,
like,
I want
keep
to
changing.
improve myself, obviously, but. Yeah, I mean everyone's gonna change throughout life. You're not gonna stick with the same group of friends. You're not gonna stick with like the same routine. Things change. Obviously, COVID made us realize that we can't expect anything to happen. Things are obviously gonna change. So
No, you just yeah. Basically, what I'm saying like you just gotta like try to experience life. Try to like make little changes to your life every day.
yes, yeah,
You'll slowly grow more and more to the person you want to be later on.
yeah. Okay, so I want to circle back to the topic of goals and setting goals for yourself. I think a lot of people think that um, the goals that they want, fame.
I want
They
fame.
want
I
everyone
want
wants.
fame.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants fame. It's just like what? How does it classify? They think the most famous kids in high school are the most successful. They think the most famous scientists are the ones that you hear about that have their own show, like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like he's famous. He's got his own show. Everyone knows him. Elon Musk. He
Yeah.
made Tesla. He's famous, but but I think fame is a touchy subject. Not everybody wants fame, and also there's sacrifices within fame. Like obviously, I want to get famous off of this podcast.
I don't know how
in the
famous,
future.
though.
In the future, I want to get.
How famous would you want to be? Like people recognizing you off the streets, like
Yeah.
annoying you, like paparazzi type of thing.
I want as much fame as I can get.
It's like, but then you
I
see
know,
all
that's
these,
a-
but they see all these celebrities.
I don't
not
want-
all
I-
these, but like a lot of celebrities like end up like committing suicide. Like
There's different kinds.
everyone knowing your life.
There's different kinds of fame.
Yeah. So,
Okay, if you're nice, if you portray yourself as the angel of like say acting or something, let's say you or comedy, like you're just super like
Chadwick Boseman.
yeah, if you're like that, it's just like you don't have as much room. You're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
You got to find your limit. your horizon, like how far can you go before getting like crucified in the freaking media.
Like
Like angels, they'll say like one bad thing that's like not even that bad,
yeah.
but it'll blow. It'll be in all the magazines. It'll be in all the websites, all the blogs, everything. It'll be on the Ellen Show. I don't know. One little bad thing, but then you have like certain comedians, certain people. They do what they want to do,
To lighten up people's days.
and they've always been doing what they've always done. And so when they get into
they
fame,
just happen to get famous off of it.
off of that,
Yeah.
yeah. So when they get famous, they do whatever they want and they say what they want or what they always say, and they won't get criticized because that's just them. They'll be like a niche, edgy comedian or something, and he can just do, he or she can do whatever they want.
Just being real to yourself.
And just be real. Get famous off of your personality. Get famous off of yourself. Don't try to put a
Fake,
facade.
Yeah.
Don't put a facade. Always be true to yourself, I would say.
A lot of people like want fame for different reasons. Like some people want fame to get like money, bitches, like all that shit.
Yeah.
But then other people want fame because they want their legacy to live on.
Yeah.
Which
That's kind of. I always thought of that for the longest time. In high school, I was like, oh, this is all I want. I just want to get famous and I want my name in history books, and that will carry me on through generations. But then I got thinking, like, okay, I still want fame, but I'm not going to be a scientist. I'm not going to cure cancer. I'm not going to, find gene splitting scissors. I'm not going to, be a physician or a physicist. It's like, I'm not going into STEM. It's like, yeah. So what I want to do is make an impact. I want to have my name known. Get recognized on the street, sure. But,
I feel like fame though, it's like
it changed.
having your like name like spoken about like for years and years and years. It's like it's cool and all, but like
But there could be a nuclear war that happens, and bam, bro, everything's gone. World War III.
all that shit you worked
World
for
War
is nothing.
III, yeah, it's nothing. Books destroyed, dude. All libraries with your things, boom, gone. Nothing.
Like your name can only
Leave
live
Earth
on.
behind. Everyone's going to Mars. No one cares about your
Boom,
name
forgot
anymore,
about
dude.
it.
Who's
You're
Ben
done.
Franklin? I don't know, dude. We're in Mars. Who cares? Elon Musk is the president. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think like could you name someone from name three people from the like 1500s?
I don't know.
Like your name.
I'm bad with old history.
No,
dates,
like it's
but
just like your name
Name
lives
three
on
people.
only to some extent. Like unless you're like Jesus or Confucius,
Napoleon. Was he-
Napoleon. But
no,
those are
he
so
was,
those are like specific people. Like how long will like LeBron
famous
James's
people.
name will be like in like
Michael Jordan's gonna be known forever.
no, but for forever is only so long. Like
but he's like.
you see what I'm saying?
You think of the history of basketball, though.
it's so short lived, but like
It's so short-lived, but you think, where do you start? Okay, you watch a show, you don't start from the middle, you start from the beginning. So if you think about history and basketball, where do you start in the beginning? Who was good in the beginning? Michael Jordan.
yeah, I
LeBron
guess,
James.
yeah. But it's
Yeah.
like I don't know, like knowing that like eventually you're gonna get forgotten about. It kind of takes away from like the like regardless, it's like inevitable to be forgotten about unless you're
Yes.
like Jesus Christ.
Unless you're unless
Like
you're Jesus.
like unless you're something that like
Do you think there's gonna be a future where, so let's say if we do go to Mars,
yeah.
you're no longer on Earth. Does God go to Mars?
I don't know. I feel like
Like, you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
if the
people
world
like
changed
Martians are probably not going to know about Jesus because God created Earth and the people. You know
them,
what I
you think
mean?
Martians are like real?
Well,
Are you
we
talking
will.
about
But
us-
I'm talking about
us
us.
becoming
Us
Martians?
when we
Oh, us
become
becoming
Mar-
Martians.
Yeah, us
I got
becoming
you, okay.
Martians. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I mean a new environment like it has to call for new like ways of living. Like
Yeah.
anything could happen.
Yeah. A new structure, a new everything. Yeah.
Like
That's
in,
crazy,
in a
though.
couple billion, I think it was like a trillion years. It's definitely less than a trillion years, but the Earth's not gonna be here. Like
Right.
eventually, we're all just gonna be gone. Like we're this little speck on this
Right.
huge, like in the big picture.
Unless,
like,
yeah.
like in the Milky Way, we're like this big, but then in the entire universe, it's expanding. Like we're just like even like less than that.
Nothing, yeah.
Like we're kind of like mean nothing in the end. Does that make life worth living? If knowing
Yes.
that you
Yeah,
have,
dude.
I'm
It's
just playing, but
obviously-
like it's just like. It's just like if you think of it in that, it's all about perspective. Like,
If you
of
think
it
about
that,
in the
you mean
entire
nothing.
universe.
You mean nothing.
Yeah, it's going to be a clean slate in a bajillion years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, you think about purpose of life. We only live,
One
up to
life.
we're probably gonna be up to 100 unless we're in a synth. Do you hear about synthetic bodies, dude? They're gonna. What if they take? You know, they're gonna put the chip in you.
Get all the
Elon Musk is gonna.
information.
Elon Musk and Bill Gates are gonna put a chip in us, and then take it out and put it in a synthetic body, and then we're gonna live as robots.
You think that's happening in our lifetime?
Not in our lifetime.
Which is sad because we know we're done.
Well,
in, like,
maybe I don't know the
we're
way
done in
science.
60 years.
The way science kind of improves this quickly. I don't know. The human brain is really tough to figure out.
But
So I don't know.
that shows kind of like death is the motivation for.
But
Like,
would you want to?
everything.
Yeah, would you want to
I don't. It kind of gets
put
rid of the
yourself in a
purpose of
synthetic-
life. I feel like
to live
like,
forever? You'd be like a potato in that freaking husk of a
like
shell.
seeing all of your family members, like your loved ones dying, like you're staying. Imagine seeing. Like,
Well, they're your family's all
you're the same-
synthetic.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Cause
but
no,
you get
but like
sick of
friends is you like what's the point of living? You could be like, oh, I can do that tomorrow. I'm not losing any time.
Yeah.
Like you live. Like if I stayed like my age for the rest of my life,
I think
what's the point of doing that?
yeah, pain. I know. In the way the human body works, pain is such like a big educator for us. So think of like the fragility of man, and just like, oh, I can't go to this area because it's extremely dangerous and I'll probably die. Like if you think you're a robot, oh, I can go there. That's fine. I'm a robot. I don't care, dude.
That kind of gets
It's
rid
like
of
the
the
pain,
emotion.
the fear, the pain. It's just like our body hurts because we're doing something bad or something bad's
Yeah.
happening to us, and it's a notification that it's bad. If you're a robot, you don't feel anything. You have people in the world today that are just, it's super dangerous for them because they don't feel any pain at all.
Yeah.
Like these are humans that don't feel any pain, and they're humans that don't feel any pain, and so, what. At that point, it's super dangerous. Like they'll step on like a rock or something. They'll have something.
Just feeling like emotions as well, like just like real like physical touch, like emotional feeling. That's just like a part of like life. And once if you live forever, like you're invincible. Like it kind of takes away from the aspect of life. You're just living just to like go on to the next day.
Yeah.
Like experiences,
I know,
like,
there's
are never ending. It's like
Yeah, the purpose of everything. Like it's crazy, dude. Like are robots gonna take over the world? Would they have the motivation, the drive? Would they learn?
they won't have motivation. It's just like that's their purpose. I mean, it's like the purpose, but they're set like that purpose. Like they're
But
like
they are trying to learn too. That's another weird thing, dude.
robots learn.
Well,
I
they're
guess,
trying
like,
to make a
AI.
learning. Yeah, AI. Yeah, but there's not a fully learning one like in the movie Chappie.
I mean, how much?
Yeah.
I never watched Chappie.
That's a good movie. Check out Chappie.
Check out Chappie. But yeah, I don't. How advanced can AI get? Like, how close to humans can like AI get? Where it's like almost like
What if
like, you can't tell.
what if our world will eventually just be a microchip? You know what I mean?
It could be that
and
right
people
now.
upload. It could be. It could be. Hypothetically, it could be. Like we're in a simulation.
We're in a society.
Like we could actually make lives in a simulation. Like that would be AI.
like Sims.
Like
4,
Sims.
Like Sims 4 specifically. But
Sims
like
4.
real life. But like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like
And no, but it's like
How
if they take the chip, you plug it into like a tower, and you get uploaded to a microchip with the world. That's a simulate. Like that's your life now. You live in a microchip. You plug more people in. Okay, now you get a family of people in a microchip. You know what I mean?
it's
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of reminds me of like Black Mirror.
Yeah, it is kind of like
Black Mirror is such a
You're
good
right.
show.
There's the Christmas episode. Check it out.
White Christmas.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
White Christmas.
Yeah.
What even happened to that?
They take a chip and they put him into like
No
an
way,
air freshener.
actually?
They put this woman into an air freshener or something, and she controls like all the lights in the house. It's
Yeah.
it's like an Amazon Alexa, but
They had a whole Hannah
But it's an
Montana
actual
episode of
person.
that.
yeah.
Did you watch that one?
Which one? I
Hannah
watched all of
Montana.
them.
There's like a Miley
Yeah,
Cyrus.
yeah.
Yeah, she's
I've
like
seen
her
that.
own doll.
The Miley Cyrus.
Hannah Montana.
No, that's the singer.
No, that's
That's
her
the-
doll.
No, she was the facade. Hannah Montana's the facade. Miley Cyrus is the real person.
Oh. I knew that. Totally. No, I don't know. But what's next?
So I think to end it, to end the conversation, or to do one final conversation, I should say. I think we should look at. I mean, we have a bunch of stuff that throughout the entire podcast we talked about. We've reflected on ourselves, and we've kind of given ourselves this kind of this kind of mindset
Yeah.
these ground rules, something to improve our lives. So I think to end it, I think it would be nice if we talk about um, going forward. What do we plan on doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing, and how are we gonna operate it? What our mindset's gonna be.
Um.
That's good.
So you want me to start?
I'll start. I'll start.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It is your
So
podcast.
it is my it's my podcast.
But I am your guest. But okay, go.
But you are the special guest, obviously. Um, but yeah, I think so. With the podcast, I hope the podcast gets bigger, especially with New Year's. This is great. This is my resolution. I want the podcast to be big. I might move the episodes to once a week once I get back to college, so it could be better quality. And it's just once a week, better quality. I have more time focused on the nitty gritty, the details of every single episode. Um, and I'm gonna go to the gym more. Get healthy, stay healthy. I'm gonna eat better. Um, I'm not gonna really do a diet because I don't know if I can live with not eating certain foods.
Diets are like one of the not the worst things, but it's like
It's not the word because
you
they make you lose weight. But the thing is, you have to stick with that diet for like almost the rest
which
of your life.
which
if
is
you
like
wanna
you
stay
can't
healthy.
look at it like a diet. You gotta look at it like as a lifestyle change.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
Because if you
like
break
small,
the diet,
yeah, that's a
you
good.
gain all the weight.
From what I said earlier, that's like a good example. Like rather than going from like whole junk food diet, which is your normal diet,
Yeah,
to going straight to a diet, you're gonna crash.
yeah.
But
It's
if
not
you
gonna be
do
good.
slow,
You won't be
if
motivated.
you like slowly take things away and add like healthier shit,
Mm.
you'll be more likely to stick to it. Kaizen, I hope that's the right word.
Kaizen.
I
Look
hope
it
that's
up.
if it's
Yeah.
not the right word, that'd be fucked.
We'll believe it.
I mean, I'm just saying this like random shit to
No,
like,
that's
and everyone
okay.
taking my
No,
word
we're
for
straight
it.
off the hinge
Yeah,
in this podcast.
Yeah.
Dude. Off the belt, everything.
that's the theme of this. Straight off the
The belt,
dome,
the
off
dome,
the dome,
right off the
top,
the chrome dome.
chrome to your dome.
Yeah, the cranium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I'd like to one episode a week, better quality. I'm excited for some of my classes next semester, and I hope I can touch upon them in future episodes of the podcast. I got a bunch of books. I want to read my books, and I'll definitely talk about that on the podcast once I get through them. Once I gain some knowledge, that high. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. Stay healthy, just get healthier. I'm not too strict about it because I think it's just a mindset. It's just like, okay, I don't have to be healthy to love myself. You know what I mean? If I'm healthy, I probably feel better, but I still love me for who I am,
Yeah, regardless.
regardless. But yeah, what about you? What about you in the future?
I'm definitely gonna work on my productivity.
Mm.
I'm definitely gonna try. Oh, just getting more shit done. I'm trying to get like since it's like summer basically, and I work only like on weekends. I'm trying to put more time into like actual projects. Like, I mean, I'm gonna try learning something on the ukulele. I'm definitely gonna try to post more, or I'm gonna try posting videos in general. Like, I'm getting into video editing. I'm gonna post some stuff on YouTube. Maybe even start like a YouTube channel. If anyone would like me to start a YouTube channel, like this video,
Like
or
this
comment
video, comment below,
Yeah,
and Joe will start a YouTube channel.
yeah. I don't know what else. I don't know. Work on. I've been hitting the gym pretty consistently, but like just keeping that up, creating good habits for when school starts. Cause when I go off to school, I think my mindset will be a lot better.
Yeah, make a routine.
100%.
I'd say a routine would help.
Cause I'm really like excited to go to school,
Yes.
getting out of my comfort zone.
That's great.
Cause I don't know. I like everything in Mofer. It's just I think I need something new.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, just working on myself. Just keeping my like friendships alive.
Mm.
Like balancing my personal time to like social time. Like making sure I don't
Yeah.
become so invested in myself that I'm like alone, or so
Yeah.
like social that I forget about myself.
Yeah, there's that whole triangle in health class that you learn. It's like social, physical, and mental. So you got to keep all those. Yeah, you want to be mentally healthy, you want to be physically healthy, and you
Yeah.
want to be socially.
For
You want to
sure.
go. You want attention. Like it's natural.
Yeah, and I just wanna. I don't know. I think. I just kind of want to just do more. Really, I'm just like sick of living a boring life.
Yeah,
Like,
learn the ukulele.
I'm ready just to like try new things, try to get myself heard. Like
Yeah,
yeah, you know, yeah,
longboard. Play the
yeah.
ukulele.
Just like I don't know. Those are
Start a
just those
YouTube
are
channel.
such like stupid like little things. Like those are like the stupidest things, but like that I'm gonna take that to like do more things outside my comfort zone.
Yeah,
Just
and I
trying
think
things.
it's like a gateway thing. So it's like you do this, and it opens you up to so many more opportunities, possibilities, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Uh,
So yeah, Joe, you've been a real pleasure.
oh, stop
I'm
it!
so
Stop
happy.
it!
I'm so happy you're on, and
Yeah.
you're definitely getting on again, dude.
Oh, are you serious?
For
I
sure,
would
dude.
love to be on
For
again.
sure. Yeah. So, but where
Okay.
can people find you? Where can people find you?
My Instagram's Joe21Thomas at Joe21Thomas. Snapchat Milford Thomas 21. Phone number that's probably not a big deal.
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do
Address.
it.
No, but just yeah, hit me up. Just kind of
Local
yeah,
alleyway.
give me feedback about this video.
Yes.
Give
yeah.
Ted feedback specifically. It's his podcast.
And also give Joe, because it's also his episode.
Yeah, just talk to us.
Talk to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be more.
Go out,
Be
hey,
more engaging, bro.
Go out,
Bro,
and,
just
and
talk
engage.
to us. It's just like
Just talk. Have a one-on-one with us. Have a. We'll,
tell me if
yeah.
you want me back. Tell me like anything.
Like say ask him if you
I'll
want
give
him
you all
back. Give him.
content.
Ask him if he wants to. If he should start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, anything. I'm
anything.
trying anything.
Yeah.
Even if
Like-
you haven't talked in a while, even if you don't know me, just like I don't know.
Yeah,
how
Joe's a
people-
great guy, dude. He's open
Yeah.
to conversation.
Yeah.
If you really liked today's podcast,
Got-
I'm sure you like a lot more.
I got
about what
most
he has
likely
to
to
say.
brighten your day in high school. Not
That's
trying
his-
to
yeah,
like
that's his-
brag, but like
That's his award.
yeah. Well, like yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me again, though.
No, thank you for being on, dude. It's been so.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we just got back
Good
from college.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, great conversation. Yeah, go out and tell someone you appreciate them.
100%.
100%. Anything else? Go out and
You live one life. YOLO.
YOLO. You live one life.
It's
You
re-
only
it's a
live
real
once.
thing. Take that seriously.
Take it seriously.
Yeah.
Human beings are fragile, and keep that healthy triangle: mental, social, physical.
100%.
100.
All right.
All right, we end it with a clap. So we just
Wait, should we?
we end it with a clap.
All right.
One, 2, 3.